Many of us, as we journey past our 50s and into our 60s and beyond, start to notice a subtle shift. Maybe it's a dip in energy, a bit of brain fog, or perhaps things in the intimacy department don't have the same ease or vigor they once did. It's often chalked up to just getting older. But what if there are simple, natural ways to support our bodies and push back against this so-called inevitable decline? We've talked before about the importance of good circulation for overall vitality and a healthy, intimate life. Today, we're going to delve into a surprisingly common kitchen staple that some health circles are discussing as a potentially powerful, yet simple, natural remedy for improving that very circulation: baking soda. Now, before you imagine this is some kind of miracle cure for everything, let's be clear. Baking soda, or sodium bicarbonate as it's scientifically known, isn't being presented as a magic bullet that will instantly solve every issue. Instead, it's viewed by some as one piece of a much larger puzzle, a supportive player in a holistic approach to enhancing our circulatory health and, by extension, our intimate well-being. So, let's take a closer look at what the research and discussions are saying about this familiar white powder and how it might fit into a plan for living with more energy and connection. The root of the problem. To appreciate how something like baking soda might help, it's useful to understand what's often happening inside our bodies as the years add up. One of the key issues is a natural decline in our body's production of a crucial compound called nitric oxide. Nitric oxide plays a vital role in helping our blood vessels relax and expand, which is essential for healthy, free-flowing blood. As nitric oxide levels dip, and as our blood vessels themselves tend to stiffen and narrow with age, it simply becomes harder for blood to move as freely as it once did. This resulting sluggish circulation isn't just a minor inconvenience. Its impact can be felt across many aspects of our lives. It can affect our energy levels, leaving us feeling more fatigued than we'd like. It can cloud our cognitive clarity, contributing to that frustrating brain fog. And significantly, it can dampen our physical responsiveness and even our confidence, particularly when it comes to intimate areas and sexual health. Sometimes, this reduced flow manifests in ways we might readily notice, like consistently cold hands and feet, or that general feeling of tiredness. Medically speaking, these changes often relate to something called endothelial dysfunction. This is a condition where the delicate lining of our blood vessels, the endothelium, becomes damaged or less efficient, leading to, among other things, that reduced production of vital nitric oxide. So, where does ordinary baking soda fit into this picture? Well, baking soda, or sodium bicarbonate, is primarily known as a natural alkalizer. This means it can help to rebalance the body's pH levels. It's understood that our bodies can become more acidic as we age, a shift influenced by factors like our diet over the years, chronic stress, and even a natural decline in kidney function, as our kidneys play a role in managing acidity. The theory behind baking soda's potential benefits for circulation lies in its ability to counteract this acidity. By helping to restore a more balanced pH, it's proposed that baking soda assists our blood vessels in relaxing and expanding more easily. This improved vessel function, in turn, is thought to support and enhance the body's own production of nitric oxide. And, as we've discussed, more nitric oxide means wider, more accommodating blood vessels, which then allows blood to flow more freely and efficiently throughout the entire body. When our circulation improves, the positive ripple effects can be widespread. More oxygen and essential nutrients can reach all our vital destinations: our brain, our muscles, and importantly for this conversation, our reproductive organs. All of these systems rely on good nourishment to maintain vitality, responsiveness, and overall sexual well-being. So the idea is that by addressing a foundational aspect like pH balance, baking soda might indirectly but significantly contribute to a healthier circulatory system, which is the bedrock of so much of our physical and intimate health. What men are reporting about its effects on intimacy and overall effect. While scientific understanding of the mechanisms is one thing, it's also interesting to hear about the experiences of individuals. Some men who have carefully incorporated a specific baking soda regimen into their routine have reported noticeable positive changes in how they feel day to day. Many describe a renewed sense of feeling more awake, more grounded in their bodies, and possessing a steady, sustained energy that they might have thought was a thing of the past. Beyond just general energy, there are also accounts of clearer thinking and a reduction in those pesky nighttime bathroom trips, which can certainly contribute to better sleep and overall well-being. A particularly encouraging theme in these reports is the return of a quiet, unassuming confidence, especially within their relationships. Crucially for our discussion, baking soda is often credited by these users with helping to reignite a sense of vitality and making intimacy feel more possible and natural again, rather than a source of stress or struggle. The sentiment frequently expressed is that it helps men feel like themselves again, fostering an improved connection not only with their own bodies, but also with their partners. It's important to note that these improvements are generally described as feeling physiological and natural, a gentle rebalancing from within, rather than any kind of magic trick or an overnight miracle. This suggests a subtle yet profound shift towards better bodily function. How to use baking soda? Now, this is perhaps the most crucial part of our conversation. If you're even remotely considering whether baking soda might be something you want to explore, understanding how to approach it safely and effectively is absolutely paramount. This isn't something to be trifled with or approached haphazardly. The golden rule, repeated consistently in the information available, is that a small dose is key. The commonly recommended dose is just 1/4 of a teaspoon, 1/4 teaspoon of pure food-grade baking soda. Regarding proper preparation, this small amount should be thoroughly stirred into an 8-ounce glass of room-temperature water until it's fully dissolved. Timing is also considered everything for maximizing its potential effectiveness and minimizing any issues. It is generally advised that this baking soda solution be taken first thing in the morning, before you have your breakfast or that first cup of coffee. The rationale behind this timing is that the body is thought to be naturally more acidic after an overnight fast, making it a potentially opportune moment for the alkalizing effect of the baking soda. Furthermore, moderation is wisdom, and frequency matters greatly. This is not a daily supplement. The guidance suggests taking it only about 3 to 4 times per week, not every single day. This spacing allows your body time to adjust and respond appropriately, and it helps prevent the system from being overwhelmed. The power of H2O, meaning good hydration, is also your friend in this process. Staying well hydrated throughout the day by drinking plenty of plain water is thought to enhance the effectiveness of the baking soda regimen, as good hydration itself is fundamental for improving circulation and the efficient transport of oxygen throughout your body. And naturally, quality counts when choosing your product. It's advisable to select a clean, pure, food-grade version of baking soda, one that is free from added fillers or aluminum, which can sometimes be found in non-food-grade varieties. Just as important as knowing what to do is navigating the don'ts by understanding common mistakes to avoid. A critical mistake is falling into the more is not better trap. Taking too much baking soda, for instance, a full teaspoon instead of the recommended 1/4 teaspoon, can potentially lead to a range of unpleasant and even harmful side effects. These can include sodium overload, as baking soda is sodium bicarbonate, stomach irritation, an undesirable increase in blood pressure, bloating, and even heart palpitations, risks that are particularly relevant for older adults whose systems may be more sensitive. It's also important to avoid taking it daily without those recommended breaks, as continuous daily use can potentially backfire. And it should always be mixed with water. Never take baking soda dry. However, the absolutely most important cardinal rule is to consult your doctor first. Before even considering starting any new regimen, including something as seemingly innocuous as baking soda, it is absolutely crucial to have a conversation with your trusted healthcare provider. This is especially vital if you have any pre-existing health conditions, such as high blood pressure or kidney issues, or if you are currently on a restricted sodium diet for any reason. This step cannot be overemphasized, as it underscores the principle that even natural remedies need to be treated with respect, caution, and medical oversight. Your doctor understands your unique health profile and can offer the best guidance on whether this is appropriate or safe for you. Baking soda in the grand scheme of things. And it's important to place baking soda within a larger, more holistic context of health and well-being as we age. While the information available presents baking soda as a potentially powerful and accessible tool, it is consistently framed as just one part of a broader philosophy. This philosophy emphasizes that a decline in vitality in our later years is not necessarily inevitable, and that making small, consistent, informed changes can often lead to significant and welcome improvements in how we feel and function. The sources position baking soda as one natural avenue among many to support the body's innate desire for balance and health. It's seen as complementary to other well-established healthy practices, such as incorporating specific dietary recommendations like a variety of circulation-supporting fruits and vegetables, potentially exploring beneficial herbs under guidance, and, very importantly, continuing to focus on fostering emotional connection and maintaining a positive, proactive mindset. Ultimately, the overall message is one of empowerment. It's about the possibility of reclaiming a measure of control over our health, our vitality, and our sense of connection by developing a deeper understanding of our bodies and by actively supporting their natural rhythms and processes. It's a shift away from passively surrendering to perceived age-related decline and towards actively participating in our own well-being. Baking soda, approached with knowledge, caution, and medical approval, might just be one simple, unexpected ally we can consider in that inspiring journey.